Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Friday Sews. So usually on a Friday Sews, we talk about what's going on in our sewing room, what's going on with life, and what are the plans for the following week. So before we get into any of that, I just wanted to say what I'm wearing today. This is my ballad blouse by Love Notions. I made this blouse a couple of months back and I really like it. I really like the little shirring up here. All right, so last week on my last Friday Sews, I did say that I wanted to cut a couple of fabrics that was in my stash. Actually, remember, I have to sew the stash. So I had pulled the Classic Tee by Love Notions. I pulled the Laundry Day Tee, also by Love Notions. And I also pulled the Tranquil Nightwear because I want to make the shorts. My daughter asked me to make pajamas for her. So that was the plan. I was going to do that last weekend. It did not happen. Did not happen. And I didn't even start on my executive carry-out, the bag that I want to make to carry my computer when I go on my trip. None of that happened. I was still helping my husband a little bit with the fireplace. I'll put some pictures in here. It's going along. So we're just missing to do the mantle. That's pretty much it. Everything else is. So he still has to do some patching, some painting. So he's going to be busy with that during the week, but we have to still do the mantle for the fireplace. So we have to go out, buy some nice wood and do that mantle. So the fireplace is going. But I didn't do any of the stuff that I had planned because I decided to do a muslin. Yes, I decided to do a muslin for a summer dress. Like I told you, I am going to Brazil to visit my mother. In Brazil, it's very hot. And when I'm going, it's very hot now. They are in the middle of summer. And by the time I get there, it's not going to be over. So it's going to be hot. It's always hot over there in Brazil. So I decided to, let me just grab it here. I decided to do a muslin. This is the muslin right here. Little, just for the top of the dress. I didn't do the bottom because I wanted to see the fit up here because this is a tight dress. This is really out of my comfort zone. I don't wear anything strappy at all. I don't usually have anything out and about, so this is very out of my comfort zone. But I wanted to make a nice summer dress. In Brazil, everybody wears things like this, so let's do this. Let's get out of the comfort zone. So I first started doing the little shirring, I think that's what it's called, here in the back. This is actually, I don't think I said it, this is the Tempo dress by Love Notions. I had purchased this dress 2 weeks ago, maybe, when they had the sale. They had the 30% off. I purchased a Tempo dress, so I decided to make the muslin for that, and I want to make a dress. So I started with the little shirring. It was pretty good. I had to test it to make sure that everything was okay. I used some black thread, black elastic thread that I had. Don't care about the color. I just want to leave the white one. I do have, I think, two of the white ones. I want to leave it for the actual dress. So I did that. That came out okay. And I did everything else as the pattern. I did not do any changes to the pattern at all. So I did the whole thing and then I put it on. My goodness. I'm gonna insert some pictures so you guys can see it. Please do not mind, because the thing is short. It's all my little lumps and bumps right here are gonna show, and also my back. So please don't mind any of that. I can't believe that I'm gonna show you guys this, but okay, I'm gonna show it to you. It looked really cute. The top here does cover my bra. Really nice, this top right here. I really liked it. The problem with it, because I didn't do any changes, I should have known that I had to do something right before. I didn't think about the dart. The dart ended up being way too high, so I had to do some changes with that. So the dart was too high and the bodice was way too short. It came right here, the bodice. Really high. So once I put the skirt and you take the 3/8 of an inch or something, then it's going to be really up here like an empire, And I was looking at the pictures for the pattern, and it does not look like Empire waist here. It looks that to be a little bit lower. So I showed it to my husband. He looked at it, and then I put a little cross. I took my chalk and I did a little marking where my apex was, right here. And then I looked at where the bust dart was. The bust dart was all the way up here. That was so funny. So I knew then that I needed to really lower that bust dart, and also it came way out. So I decided to lower the bust dart by whatever amount I measured from wherever I put the chalk. I measured that. I think that was 1.5 inches. And from that, I moved it out 1 inch because the tip of the dart was right at my apex. And that was a bit too much for me. So I decided to do that. I had to unpick. I only did one side. I didn't do the two sides. I only did one side. I unpicked one side, the whole thing here. And then I moved the bust dart. I moved it down. It kind of went a bit wonky here on the sides here. So when I went to sew it, I almost didn't have enough to sew because the bust darts, they have enough fabric where it originally is, where I originally cut it. But now that I had moved it down, I didn't have enough fabric where the fold was. So I almost didn't catch it right here in the sides here. So I only undid one side and I put it back on, and it was much better. Completely different. I did show it to my daughter and she's like, yes, that's where it's supposed to be. Maybe I can move it a little bit lower, another 1/2 inch. But I think I'm gonna keep it as is with the 1.5. And another thing that I did, I also added 2 inches to the bottom right here. I did sew it, but I did sew it to the wrong side. You can see here the seam right there. I didn't even look at it. I just picked up the fabric and I just sewed it on. And when after I looked at it, I'm like, that wasn't too smart. But I did iron it down, and that was it. This is just a muslin just for me to see how the thing is looking. So I do like it now. Let me show you the actual pattern piece. Okay, so this is the pattern piece. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it all because of my lights, but if not, then I'll just take a picture of it and I'll put it on the screen. So what I did, I just cut the bust dart right here. I did a little square, so I moved it down 1.5 inches right here. And then from here, this is where it was, this line right here, I moved it out 1 inch. Not sure if that's the way to go, but that's what I did. And where the lengthen and shorten line is, I cut that, I opened it, and I added 2 inches to that to make the bodice a little bit longer. Now I have to go and transfer also for the back piece and that shirring panel. I also have to add the 2 inches right there that I added. I have to add 2 inches to those two pieces to make everything the same way. I think my dress is going to come out really pretty. I am not going to tell you which fabric I'm going to use. It's going to be a surprise for when it's done. I will show it to you guys. Okay, now let's talk about what's going on with life. Life got very busy last week at work, and I am preparing for my trip to Brazil. So I've been talking to my mother a lot, and yeah, a lot has been happening behind the scenes. So hopefully I can get everything done that I plan to do before I go on my trip to Brazil. I'll cross my fingers that I can get all of that done. Okay, so from my video from Tuesday, I did say that I had purchased a bunch of stuff from Amazon. The rest of the stuff has arrived. I got my other little package of the zippers. I bought 2 packages of zippers. This one has a little bit of a darker colors. It has a maroon, gray, a darkish yellow. It has like a light pink, like a salmon color type deal, brownish, and like a dark beige. This little thing, so it's good to have. So when I make my bags or something, I have the zippers. I also purchased a box of beige serger threads. So I have 4 of these, and I purchased a box of 8 of, this is all gray colors. They're all different shades of gray. There's a dark gray. I didn't want to buy black because black is so dark. So if I need to search something that it's dark, I can use this dark right here. You see there's this shade right there. They all have the plastic, so maybe you see there's a lot of reflection on it. And yeah, so pretty much everything arrived that I have. Did everything arrive? Yes, everything arrived. Even the mat that I purchased for my table, that arrived. I have not opened the box. The box is still in the living room, but I have to open the box, make sure that everything's okay in there. It's a big box because it's a flat thing. So I have to check that out. So what are the plans for next week? I hope. I don't want to put too much plan because sometimes I do squirrel. But I do hope to continue with the Tempo Sundress. I'm hoping to cut that fabric and work on that because that is coming up. My trip is coming up. And then I have to start working on the executive carryall because that I will need that for my travel. If I don't manage, let's put it that way. If I don't manage to make that, I do have another computer bag that it's actually not mine. It belongs to the office, but sometimes every time I travel, I take it with me, and it is right here in my closet. I never returned it, so it's still here, the computer bag that belongs to the office. So I do have a place to put my computer just in case I'm not gonna, yeah, just in case that I don't get to make my executive carry-out. So that's pretty much it for today. I wanna thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. And if you like it, can you please give it a thumbs up on that little icon below? And if you can please subscribe, it would mean a lot to me because I do want to grow my channel. I have been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, so that is really, really good. I want to thank you all for your support and all of your comments. Okay, so I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.